Hey all, Lawrence from Express Unity, and today we're going to be continuing our shooting system. We are going to be working on our health and hopefully be respawning our players when we hit 0 health. Now, before we go on, I have figured out a solution to my internet problem. So basically I'm on a really good plan with my mobile phone now. So I will basically be using my mobile phone to upload videos now, so I should be able to get regular videos out like I used to after I've finished settling into my new home, because we've still got a few things to move. But yeah, so maybe another 2 weeks and should start expecting around 2 videos a week. So yeah, so let's get into it. So the first thing we want to do is go into our scripts, and let's see, so we have our weapon. I just opened this up because I forgot to open it up beforehand. And while that's doing that, we also can't quite okay, we can't do anything until it's finished loading. There it is. So I can't remember if I've given the bullet a tag. Okay, I have. So yeah, make sure your bullet has a tag and layer to bullet. So in our player data, we have our health and we have take damage. So what we want to do here, we can do this one of two ways, right? We can detect collision on the bullet, or we can detect collision on the player. So I think what we're going to do, let's approach it from the bullet side. So we'll make it so the bullet detects whether it's hitting the player or not. So what we want to do is just say void on collision. Oh, actually, I'm just, because this doesn't have a photon identity. It doesn't need to, but alright, okay. I think we'll do it the other way around. So on player data, we don't have it yet. Okay. So void on collision. What's happening to my thing? Has it not loaded correctly? Void. Okay. Just gonna restart this. Then we'll go to scripts, player. Oh, that's not it. Network. Player data. And hopefully that loads the script correctly. Let's see now, void. No? Doesn't give us that? Here it does though. That's what I wanted. Void on collision. Yeah, that's strange. Let's see if it's highlighted in here. Oh, it is. Oh, I wonder why it's doing that. That's weird. Right, well, we'll see. Hopefully that works. Anyway, so if collision dot tag or dot collider dot tag is equal to the bullet, then we want to call our take damage here. Oh, actually, wait, I'm doing the logic here. Alright. Going back to my previous idea, let's go and do the collision on the bullet. But instead of detecting if it's the bullet, we'll detect if it's the current player. And then we want to say player data PD equals collision dot collider. Or can we do dot game object? Dot game object dot get component and we want to get the player data component. And then we should be able to just say pd.takeDamage and the damage amount. So I'm going to create a new float in the bullet. So public float damage amount, and I'm going to default it to 15. So we can just pass damage amount in here. Wait, it's an int. Okay, so we'll make that an int. Alrighty. So we should be syncing our health. Yes, we are. That's all fine. RPCing the health change. That's all good. Next, we want to make some UI to actually display for ourselves when we get damaged. So I think I might actually just place another canvas in the player itself. Yeah, we'll do that. So we will right click the robot and we're going to create a new UI canvas, and the scale with screen, change that to whatever resolution you're currently using. And I'm going to then create a, let's see, maybe we'll just use a text field for now, because I don't really have any images that we can use for the health. So I'm gonna just move, oops, that's not what I wanted. I'm just gonna move that to the top left corner, and we'll just scale it up. We'll center it, center it like that. Maybe make it bold, and just a default text of 100 out of 100. I'd even give it like a reddish color, and we'll give it an outline. Alright, that's looking alright. Might make it a little bigger. Yeah, that'll be fine for now till we get some kind of UI. So let's just, well, actually first we want to disable the canvas, and on our did we just trying to think, we did this enable on connects stuff for the master but not for the player. Okay, so oh, we don't even have the player data script attached to the player, so let's put that on, and it's also going to need to be an observed component. And start health will just be 100, min health 0. Okay, so let's go back to our player data script, and let's just make a public game object array, and we'll call this, we'll just call it my objects. And then in the void start, you see, I don't know, there's something wrong with this script that stops it from auto-filling. Anyway, so on the start, we'll just say, oh, what is it doing? We'll say if photon view, oh my goodness, come on, photon view dot is mine. And if that's the case, we're just gonna for each over the over game object, and we'll create a new one that's just called O in my objects. So all we need to do now is my objects dot not that, sorry, o.setActive to true. Alrighty, so back to Unity. Okay, so what we need to do now is drag our canvas object into the My Objects field, and that will get enabled once we spawn into the server. So let's now create a few fields within the player data. Well, actually, we only really need one. And we also want to be using Unity's UI system. And we'll just make a public text, and we'll call this health text. So what we want to do now is, in the update, we're just going to say health text.text equal, and then we'll give the current health amount and the max health amount. Alright, so we'll let that compile, and we'll drag our text object into the new field. Okay, so drag that in there, and let's apply all, disable this, we'll save the scene, and let's build and run. There it is. Takes a little bit of time to compile. The larger our project gets, the longer it'll take. Okay, so we'll just play here, and we'll create a new window, and we'll play on this one as well. Alrighty. Just move to the side here. So if we something's a little wrong with his arm there. There it is. So if we shoot, there we go. The other player's health goes down, and the same should happen if we, where is it? Over here. If we shoot this player, his health should go down as well. And they can never go in the negatives because of the logic we did, so that's good, that's running nicely. So what we want to do now is make it so when the collision happens that the bullet gets destroyed. So underneath here, all we're gonna say is destroy, and we'll just pass the game object. Another thing we can do is destroy the bullet regardless of, actually we don't even need to if we do this. We just put destroy after the if, and the bullet will just destroy itself once it hits the ground. We could also make a void on bullet. I don't know what to call it. Destroy bullet. And we'll just put that in there so that later on, once we have all our particle effects and sound effects, we can all just put it inside of that method and call it like that. Alright, so now we want to basically destroy the player. So for now, all we're gonna do is, let's see, let's just, so if the min health is hit, we just want to say game object dot, let's just set active to false. And this will need to be an RPC as well, sorry. So we would just make a void. We'll say do def. And inside of this, we'll say game object dot set active to false. And this is gonna be a pun RPC. Then over here, we're just gonna say, oh, one other thing is we probably want to make this a photon view, dot is mine. And then within this, we'll say photon view dot RPC. We want to call, excuse me, we want to call do death. And we'll do the target, or RPC target rather, RPC target dot all. And that should set the current player who has 0 health, and it'll basically just set their object to false. At which point we will enable the lobby camera, we'll give him the countdown, and then we'll reposition their player somewhere else and then enable all the stats and reset and whatnot. So we'll just compile this. Let's build and run. Okay. So log in. And then I think next video what we're gonna end up doing is actually making it so we have a in-room scoreboard that basically displays our username. So move this plate to the side. We're also going to want to fix our movement because that's still not the best. So yeah, let's just pick up a weapon, shoot this guy down to 0 health, and he should, there it is. So on this play is gone. Oh yeah, and the other window, it looks like it's frozen, but it's not. It's basically just the last frame the camera ever saw. So it is synchronized. We're gonna have to switch to the lobby camera when that does happen. So if we go into our scenes, we go to, what scene are we currently in? A photon. Game object and free for all. We have our lobby camera, which is currently untagged. But I want to just give it a tag. We'll give it a lobby cam tag. And let's set... Wait, why doesn't... Why does it have a rect transform rather than just a normal transform? Oh, okay, whatever. It's so weird. Alright, so we'll just position the lobby camera somewhere where we can see it, everyone. Change the tag of it. We'll just save the scene. And then on the player, when we die, we're just gonna say We actually don't have it, do we? Alright, so for now, just a test, we'll say game object dot bind object with tag. Lobby cam. Did I call it lobby cam or lobby camera? Lobby cam, yep. And we'll just say dot set active to true. So I think that's all we really need to test this out. Let it compile, build and run. There it is. And we'll just get 2 windows up. Alrighty. Okay, so that seems to be working nice with the lobby camera. You can see how we can see everything now. And then we'll just pick up a weapon here. If we get this player to 0 health, he should switch to the lobby camera and disappear on... Oh, okay. It was working before, now it's decided to not. Pick up a weapon for this guy and try with him. Yeah. That's a bit weird. The only reason I can think of that it's doing that is because it can't find the lobby camera, and so it's giving an error. We can set active true. Game object with tag. Let's oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's just go back to our photon scene. And we will just set our health to 0 and see if there's any error that happens when we do so. None. It's weird. Oh, there we go. So it's because it's set to less than. Okay, so it can't find the lobby camera. Oh, because the lobby camera is... Okay. So, we're gonna have to do something a little odd here. The only way to find a disabled object is... So we'll just make a new object called lobby cam. And inside the isMine, what we're going to say is, for each, I think it's game object in resources dot find objects of type, and we want to find the just a game object. And then we want to say if o.tag is equal to lobby cam, then we will set lobby cam equal to o. So basically what this is doing is it's searching through the entire Unity scene, regardless of what game object is disabled or not. So down here, instead of doing this, we're going to now say lobby cam dot set active to true. So we'll save that and give it one last try. Right, there we go, it's compiled. And with all these warnings that we're getting with the new Unity version, we're going to have to just deal with them until PlayFab ends up pushing an update where it just removes these errors and they use the new methods that Unity wants them to use. But for now, it seems like everything is still running fine. Alright, so let's take 3 and see how this works. Pick up a weapon, and once this guy over here gets to 0 health, he should disable and the lobby camera should enable. Alright, there it is. Awesome. If you walk where he was, alright, and you can see that the lobby camera can actually see all our movement, which is fantastic. Alrighty, so that will be the end of this episode. A little bit of a short one, but like I said, as I'm currently moving, can't really make things too long at the moment. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like. If you guys need any extra help, we do have a Discord server. Just the link will be in the description. Go ahead and join it, and basically just ask around. There's a lot of people in there that would be happy to help, myself included. And yeah, if you enjoyed, give it a subscribe as well. Really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next video.